Now in Revelation chapter 10, we just finished up with the events of the 5th and 6th trumpet. And before we get into the 7th trumpet, God spends some time in chapters 10 and 11 just talking about some things that have to do with the 7th trumpet and things that lead up to the 7th trumpet. Look at chapter 10, verse number 1. It says, "And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. And he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea, and his left foot on the earth, and cried with a loud voice as when a lion roareth. And when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices." So I want you to get the picture here. This mighty angel comes down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, rainbow on his head. His face is as bright as the sun. And he comes down and sets one foot on the sea and his left foot on the earth. And he cries with a loud voice as when a lion roareth. When he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices, and when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write. So these 7 thunders that utter their voices, when the angel cries out, they're saying something. They're giving some information, but for some reason, God does not want us to have that information at this time, because he says to John, the angel tells him, it says he was about to write, but he heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, "Seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not." So John hears what the 7 thunders have to say. He goes to write it down, and he's told, do not write that down. Seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. This is really interesting, because the book of Revelation is so open with us, and it reveals so much to us, and God gives us so much information that it's strange here that this is the only place in Revelation where God is withholding some piece of information from us. I'm not sure why it's being withheld, but something that those 7 thunders uttered is something that we are not supposed to know about. And I've often wondered about it and tried to figure it out, but obviously he just doesn't want us to know. We'll find out someday.